Morning, good morning.
Hello. Right. Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Good
hello.
morning, guys.
Morning. Did you guys catch that London drop?
I wish. There was no confirmations, so just straight down.
Yeah, not on the
Yeah, same
lower
here.
time frame.
I'm just waiting for support to be formed and then take it back to resistance and sell it back to support.
Wow, that's aggressive. Up, down.
No, I'm waiting for support to be formed because until now support hasn't been formed.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for support to be formed and then to find resistance and then sell it back down.
Oh, I thought you were gonna trade support.
No way.
Some people do. Yeah.
Because you don't know where it's gonna stop.
Yep. At least the support would be like a minor pause. Then we would know, okay, it's a warning sign for the trend to change. Well, this was the move that we've been waiting for the entire week last week, so
Yeah, and it had to come on Monday, right?
it was actually expected already. So if we look at it on the 30, right? So I think some of the guys were in it on Friday as well. So we were in around. Were you here on Friday, AJ?
No.
The second stream, yeah. So
I got the buy stop on Friday, the one that went all the way back up from that fake out on the way down.
okay. Yeah, so on
Remember the buy stop?
Friday. Okay. On Friday I think we caught the. So it was really messy on the lower time frames on Friday, right? So this whole area was just gross. So I think some of the guys caught it. I caught it based on a 1 hour trade. Then some of them caught the rest of it down.
Awesome.
Yeah, but it was already we were already anticipating that it would actually come and clear this move. It's just that on Friday because there's no volume, so price just stopped at 135. Yeah, but it would actually continue that short move that we saw on Friday also, because it was just clean.
Do you expect like the news over the weekend to affect the market at all?
Was there news over the weekend? I haven't seen. Which one? This one? What came out over the weekend?
Just the news about London's shutting down all over again and all that stuff.
Oh, I think they already there was some announcements last week, I think. Yeah, but
Okay.
either way, the UK closing down it should cause. It probably is also what caused this London shutdown. Let's see. It's also a Japanese holiday today and tomorrow, so I think that's why we're seeing a very strong push on Monday itself.
Yeah, because Asian session there wasn't really any movement.
Yeah.
During Asian session at all.
Yep.
It's like 5 a.m. over there, isn't it?
Me?
New York time, right? Whoever's
Yeah.
in New York. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Right, so let's. So previous weekly candle continued to close bearish, and then we reached the 134 level, which is actually resistance. So this area here at 135.5, right? This was the area that previously we were trying to break for the entire week last week on the daily. So today we saw this daily candle being filled, right? So probably now that it broke below this whole zone, this whole consolidation area on the previous daily chart, probably gonna look to come back down to 132. Yeah, 132 should be a clean move down. Because for this week, I don't see much adverse news for the pound. Let's double check. Yeah, nothing much for the pound. Just a lot of bank holidays. Yeah. So
Finally getting a pullback now.
yeah, that's good. The
Yeah.
the 4 hour just closed bearish, strong candle through that daily support. So that's what we want for continued move down. So the 1 hour also closed strong through that zone. So right now we're just waiting for price to pull back to this area and then new resistance, then we can take it back down.
Are you taking it to 134, or are you expecting it to go a little bit higher
You mean on the
for
pullback?
the resistance? Yeah, for the pullback.
Ideally I want the pullback to be around 134. I don't want it to be any deeper than that. Because if it's any deeper than that, right, then we're risking a fake out move on the higher time frame. Which, given all this negative news that I think Evan is sharing and you were sharing earlier, it
Yeah.
should actually bode bearish for the pound. Fundamentally anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, do you think it'll go all the way down, given within a few hours it already did 160 pips dive? Okay, one thing I've learned not to do on any pair, especially GJ, is not to call the bottom on it. If you call the bottom, you'll be fearful of taking another move down. So just trade what you see, don't trade what you think. If you think it cannot come down, then you'll be fearful to take another shot. Let's see. So if we look at it on the 1 hour, right, to the left, once we clear this area here of consolidation, this area here, this is a clean move down to at least 133,400. So yeah.
Would you have a sell stop?
No, because if I'm on the charts, right, I usually try not to use a sell stop. Yeah, but then again, I did miss a trade. Remember that big move?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct. So I try not to use sell stops. Because technically you don't really need it unless GJ really has some unannounced news and then just pushes down. But no one would know about that anyway. If not, then it should. Even this move here, this big move, I don't think it was so fast that you couldn't really catch it actually. You might be a little bit lower, but you would be able to catch it.
Yeah, I think it was like on the 15-minute time frame or something like that you would have been able to see a confirmation or something. When it broke that when it broke the low of that. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Exactly.
Correct. So if you were already anticipating that this area here, if you're looking at the 15 earlier, right? I think if anyone was looking at this area here during London, seeing that this candle actually did not even make a new, did not close for a new high after this push, you should be anticipating a drop. So when this candle actually came down like this, you can actually look to get on this one if you wanted to enter as an impulse move, because you were already waiting to clear the daily candle. So somewhere there, you'll be inside this wick. So the chances of clearing that will be high.
Yeah, my thing was that like the 1 hour closed bullish at the top of the range, so I didn't expect a big drop, right?
This one?
Yeah, it closed. Yeah, you see that 1 hour closed bullish, and it was like at the top, so I was expecting it to maybe keep going to that high over there on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it just shot all the way down the next hour.
Yeah. Was there news at 3? Let me check. I think that's just the London Open. I don't think it was this. 43 minutes ago. Yeah, it's definitely not this. Yep. Nothing. Yeah, I guess it's all this kind of news that you're talking about, right?
Yeah, just about. I mean, the news was all over the weekend. Possible lockdown and all that stuff.
Yeah. Based on what you put the line that forms a resistance. Which line, Rosemary? Yeah, so
it's that 134.
Yep.
So once you see like a bearish candle out that area, that's when you would try to see a sell.
Yeah, so I'll be waiting on at least a 15 to start to see some movement down. But I don't like taking a trade so early after the 4-hour close. Ideally, I want to wait till at least half an hour has passed. Yeah, so if this 30-minute candle actually closes with like no wick on top at the end of the day near 134, I would like it for shorts also. Yeah, but I prefer to at least give it half an hour after the close.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, we're trading all the way to London close. We have a lot of time.
No, this whole move down gives us like a good, should be a good week.
Yep. Because if you look at the 1 hour, right, I'm waiting for new resistance to form to sell, always. So if we look at the 1 hour on the left, the reason why I would prefer to wait for half an hour was earlier this whole area here. This is just messy. So I would want a stronger confirmation to help give me some so-called strength to push through and then end up here at 133.3 at least. Yeah, so the 30-minute resistance form should be strong enough to push it down lower.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So this whole area here, what I'm seeing, I'm going to draw a box. This area here, the best case scenario is on the new resistance we break below this gray zone. That would be the best.
Or it could be like target 1 and then leave a runner after that.
Yeah, but it depends on how big your stop loss is also. Because if you end up around this area, right, I think your stop loss might be a bit big if the new resistance forms. Right, so if new resistance forms here, let's say on the 15, you'd be on top. I don't know whether this might be enough for target 1 though. Because the candle that pushes off this area should be fairly large. Because this is a strong zone. And you want to see large candles. You don't want tiny candles pushing off this. Is it a good idea to buy for retracement? Oh, Paul, no. GJ is definitely a sell. Let's try to stick with being in trend. Yeah, it's harder to buy a retracement because it's against the trend. And this trend is really strong. That's I wouldn't suggest buying counter. It would be good if you went up to 134.50 and form bearish for us to short. Yeah, this whole range, you just need to wait for resistance.
Yeah, its price is kind of struggling in this area, 134.
Yep, correct. So it's a good thing. We don't want it to go back up. Yeah, so if this 15, okay, so what I want to see on this 15-minute candle close, right? I don't want to see it break above this wick high. That's number one first. Yeah, and I definitely want to see it close below 134. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah. You put line on 134 on GJ based on the left side when the price reject that area, right? Yes, it was based on 134 was based on the daily. So Rosemary, if you look here, so you see where all the wicks are stopping. So remember, okay, I don't know whether you were on the stream or you probably would have heard Kerwin say that 134 whole numbers actually are levels where GJ likes to respect. So if you look at all these wicks, right, it should give you an idea that 134 is a significant level for it.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Maybe he doesn't hear us.
Oh, shoots. Was someone talking?
Somebody was like, "Do you hear me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I hear you," but maybe he doesn't hear us.
Oh, I didn't hear anyone talking though. Was there someone?
Yeah. Now I heard somebody say it finally. I don't. He's saying good morning now. Do you hear him?
No? Oh, what are you hearing? Look, see?
I don't know.
It's only you and me talking.
Really? Let me see. Maybe I have like something open or something. Let me see.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is. I have something open on YouTube. He's saying hello, hello. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
He's saying hello to himself.
Yeah.
That was scary. It's early, right? Wherever you are.
Nah, it's 12 p.m. here.
Oh, okay. Can you imagine it was really early morning, like 4 a.m., and then you're hearing things that we are not hearing?
Yeah. Like, cause I had a YouTube open or something, and I was like, it's like he's talking. I'm like, hello, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Right, so 15-minute close well. So now we're waiting for new resistance. So if the best thing is this bearish candle closes below, then we will be good to come down to at least 133,400. So that's what I'm looking for next. This was a good close. Where are you from, AJ? How come it's 12?
I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you were the one that asked about sending the magic keys to like Saudi Arabia last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey Shaxi. Hello. Did you catch your move down during London?
No, I just opened my charts now.
It's okay, we still have
Morning,
more.
mate.
Hello everyone. John, where are you? Future Way, no, I'm still waiting. Where are you looking to enter? So I'm waiting for new resistance to form on this next 15-minute close, which is also the half an hour close. So we'll see. If it forms there, then we should be able to take it down.
And you don't want to pass that bearish 15-minute wick either, right?
Yeah, correct. Because this one closed well below this. So let's see if it holds.
Do you consider that move down like clean traffic down, so it might correct up or something like that?
Not really, because I think if it really corrects, then that would be another fake out like this.
Yeah.
Correct. So this was actually, so like what we were discussing last week, I think this was actually basically fundamentally we did not think that it was supposed to come down because the interest rates were kept the same, right?
Stayed the same, yeah.
Yeah, so technically that's bullish for the pound, so it should not have this. That's why the correction was just imminent. In this case, right, with everything that has been negative from the UK, lockdowns and we were just waiting. We were waiting for it to break below this area. So the fact that this candle actually tried once to push and then closed above, the next candle was already heading in that direction already. That's the way I saw it anyway, because even if this daily candle actually closed above the zone that we had, right, it didn't even manage to break the previous high. So that's why I saw bearish pressure from this area to come down. Yeah, plus the weekly was bearish. Yeah. Julie, I'm from Singapore. Do you typically enter after one bearish candle has formed, or do you wait to break the previous low? Maybe it's a fifth in this. So John, in such a case, right, where the bearish momentum is definitely fairly strong, if I'm entering off the 30, I'll wait for price to go back up. Then when it flips back down and breaks the body, then I will enter my trades.
That same 15-minute candle.
No, only when resistance forms. So
okay.
now it's now it's not forming yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, now it has clean traffic to go up because it passed that area.
Yeah. But
so it could go up to 350.
Yeah. So that's why I didn't really trust the first 15-minute close. Yeah. Is it better to enter on the 15 or the 30-minute? I prefer the 30. 30 is definitely more solid. Let's have a look at GU. So GU is clean as well on the daily. At least I can see it clean till around 126,500. Right? So, and this area here is the most recent support. If it breaks, we are coming down. Same thing as GJ. So for those that missed the big move on GJ, this could be a chance for you to get in also. Yeah, but GU needs to clear this area here before we come down to 26.5. So yeah, on GU, this is what I'm seeing. Everyone, are you talking about one on GU? So Yeah, it's definitely not as clean as GJ, because if you look left, right, it's not just one big clean move down with the same type of candles. This one has a bit of pauses in between. So if we look at the 1 hour structure, this was the most recent support that was formed. We broke it, now we're coming back to test it. So same thing as GJ, I will be waiting for new resistance to form here, and then we take it down to 128 at least. GJ not clean. Yeah, it's not clean between this area here, between 780, this area here, 780 to 400 is not clean. Yeah. But if you have strong confirmations of a 30-minute resistance form here at least, you should have enough juice to push down.
We'll probably get that move during New York.
Maybe.
Or pre New York.
Yeah, maybe. When Raja comes on, I think. Now GJ is just resting. Yeah.
Don't blame it. Dropped 100 pips.
Yeah, let it rest. If it rests, it'll give us the rest here. Yeah. So if it rests, it'll give us the rest of the move. So we can just chill first. We have a lot of time. So the issue is 134. There's just a lot of wicks that we saw on the daily, so that's why price is having some trouble. We just need to give it some time. Yeah.
And it's an institutional number, as they call it.
Yep, correct. Okay, so to those asking whether I took a trade, not on the stream, I took one on the 4-hour close earlier, right? So it was based on this candle here. Look, because it was a continuation of my move on my analysis on Friday. I did not take it on the 15 or the 30, and I took it way earlier. So it was based on this move here. Okay. So future way, I think you were asking earlier, right? And web budget saver. So this was how I took it down. Okay. So basically, how I identified the trade was from the weekly, we were bearish, definitely, right? Oh, shoots. Yeah, we were definitely bearish. So on the daily, the fact that this candle closed below, this candle closed below all this consolidation, it was just telling me to go short to fill this wick at least. Okay, so then I went to the 4-hour, and then when this 4-hour actually closed, so it wasn't the best close. So I took it really tiny because I was trying to test a 4-hour strategy of mine. So when it closed like this with new resistance form, right, the best scenario would have been for this right leg to close below this 4-hour support, but it didn't. So I had my stop loss above this resistance, because if it flips above, right, then more likely than not this would be support formed, and then we would go back up above 135.5. Yeah, so that was the bias that I had. So I just took it down. Once I reached 1R, I put my trade at break even, and then when I reached this area here, I took 80% off, because this was the most I was confident for price to go. So I took 80% off here because the candle was just pushing really, really hard. So it showed that there was momentum, plus when it pushed, it was at the London Open. So I knew there was volume. So I closed 80%, and then I just let the rest of the trade go to the psychological level. Yeah.
Good trade.
Yeah, but it was a 4-hour candle. So the moment you entered this, right, don't even stare at the 15, man. Look at how much you would have just wanted to come out. Yeah, so the idea is not to stare at the 15. It would definitely make you feel really, really anxious.
GJ is dropping now.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to take a break.
Yeah. Yeah, so 3 more minutes on this close. Oops. This rejection is a good thing. Pushed up, still close lower below 134. And Timo, I pressed this thing here. If you can see my screen, so this object tree, bottom right, above the question mark. I sold at 135.2. Ooh, then you would have gotten a very good move down 135.2. Yeah. The lower time frame was really messy. I didn't even know how to analyze this. I was just like, oh, this is just chop. So I just kept going up. So even the 1 hour was messy. So I just kept going up. And then I was near the 4 hour, the earlier 4 hour close. And then I was free, so I thought, okay, let's just analyze this and look at the overall trend. So on Friday, I was seeing that I was fairly confident for this to fail. Then I just look for my confluences. Yeah, let's see. 2 more minutes.
As Razia would say, it's going downtown.
Yeah. But I'm... Okay, so on this 30 close, right? I want to see how this 15-minute closes. If it closes without the wick, right? Then that's a bit scary because he might just chop first. So you might want... If it closes without a wick, you might want to reduce your risk first. Yeah, this stop loss is big, man.
Yeah, 30 something.
Yeah, this stop loss is big. And I've learned my lesson. If the 1 hour is still forming bullish, right? I've been bitten too many times. I've seen it chop around after that on the next few candles. So I will not be taking this trade. Even though 15-minute structure has formed. I'm not in.
Yeah, I would rather it consolidate.
Yep.
I want it to consolidate.
Yeah.
Let it consolidate.
Yeah.
Gives you a cleaner move up or down.
Yeah, and plus if this 30-minute forms resistance of this zone, then it would be even better because then we would clear this area, right? The area that we said was messy. This whole area here that we said was messy, we would be out of it. So we would just be waiting for this area, this move here for 40 pips. Yep. 30-minute top wick worries me. Why though? This would be a nice rejection of the zone. This, I think it's a good candle actually.
Yeah, Luca was saying it's a 30-minute inverted hammer on GJ.
Yeah.
So so what are you expecting a reversal? Because that's what it is, right? Inverted hammer. It's a reversal type of candle.
Really? I honestly do not know the names of the candle. The way the way I read the candles, right? It's if I just like use like my something rational to think about it. If we look at this bullish candle, it pushed higher and then sellers pushed it back down to close below 134, right? The next candle tried again. So now the buyers were trying again. They pushed it higher again, but they got pushed down again and they closed even lower. So technically, if I just look at this bearish candle, right, it seems like the sellers are more in
control.
Yes, than the buyers. So that's why I didn't bother with the names. If not, then I'll be memorizing candles all over the place. I just decided to read what I think the candle is doing. And you wouldn't have to remember what candle is what and what would cause a flip or whatever.
There it goes.
Yeah. Wow, EJ is a huge candle, man.
Everything's moving today.
Yeah. Let's see. Since we missed that one, let's have a look at EJ. So daily support here. So since we are on a downward trend, that's why I'm not really drawing the resistance because I don't think it should push back up. The next daily support that I see is over this area here. And then if we go down to the 4-hour, look left, so you see this whole move down, and then this is the area where price actually did some kind of pause, right? So I would just draw a 4-hour zone there. But EJ is definitely choppy going down, same as GU. Yeah.
I like EJ because of the spread.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But EJ hasn't been the best pair to trade like last week. It did not really respect like the structure. The pullbacks were quite deep last week. It's like my backup GJ if I don't really have a move on it. Yeah, I think where EJ is now, it's in some kind of consolidation on the left on the 1 hour, so it's definitely messy. A bit harder to trade on EJ if you ask me. Mutu, where is the resistance? This candle? The resistance needs to be like this. On the 15, I think you meant.
Yeah, it should come down to your yellow 1
EJ,
hour.
right? Yeah, this area should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, I just...
Yeah, but that's crazy down.
Yeah, I just don't like this chop here. So, makes me a bit uncomfortable taking a shot into that. So let's have a look at GJ. Yeah, so see, the candle didn't even really move. If it's a clean shot like this, if this bearish close was strong, right, it would just push. It would continue pushing. But because I've seen too many times when the 1 hour is still bullish and I take a 15-minute resistance, I always get smacked. Always. I always tend to have to cut my trades. So I decided to just not do it.
Yeah, and it's on Monday, why risk it either?
Yeah. Resistance I saw was at 123, could not break above. Yeah, Mutu, I think it's this 15-minute resistance. This is not a resistance. This is a resistance. He has to be one bullish and then confirmed by the next candle closing bearish. Yeah. Or number. So on this hour close, I want to see this 1 hour flip bearish for continued move down. So if it doesn't flip bearish, then we should still chop around in pre-New York. And the moves might be a bit later on in the session. $22, 190. Yeah, Julie. My streams are broken up into two. So one is before Raja and the other one will be after Raja. So if you're still trading, then just join on the next stream also. 122, 190, William. Let me see. Okay, I see you're aiming for this area here, right? But just be careful because this came before this. So you might want to watch out for 122, 600 also, since you're already in a short. Oh, where are you from, Julie? Are you from New Zealand or Australia? That's why it's 24 hours. Enter on 4 hour. William, do you want to send your chart? Then maybe I can have a look. Oh, okay, okay. I see. I mean, just trade your sessions if just letting everyone know my streams are broken up. Oh, okay, William. Right, it's fine.
Come on, DJ, come on. Flip bearish.
Close below, stop loss above. What? Yes. So I think that was the 30-minute chart. Yeah. Yes, correct. So who sent this? Everon. Yeah. So if this 30-minute closes below on the hour close, then your stop loss would be above. Take profit this area. But just make sure this 1 hour is also bearish. Yeah, looks good. $15-minute resistance on EJ was good for entry, but was not confident, so close with 5. Yeah, it's okay. At least you were profitable, Paul. Yeah, but if you want, next time you can just look left, see what's coming in the way based on structure. So on the left, this area is a mess, right? So you need to I think that's what made you a little less confident, I guess. Yeah, but it should, if you keep going up the time frame, so that's a little bit less messy, you should be able to see solid structure and aim for those zones, if that helps. Why is the price that bearish? Because of negative news from the UK. Yeah, the 1 hour is flipping. So, okay, for those that are thinking that GJ will come and test 134,600, right? If it tests that area, I'm actually worried because it would have gone back up above 134. So that is a very deep retracement on the 4-hour candle. So I'm actually more worried about that. If it tests this area, I'm actually more worried that it will go back up to 135.5. So ideally, if the bearish momentum is strong enough, it shouldn't retrace so deep. Yeah, this is like a 64 pip retracement. That would be a trend change, I think, going back into the range. So I don't think it should retrace that deep, I think, future way. I think a few of you were also discussing it earlier, so I thought I'd tell you why I don't think it will go up so deep. Rust script, let's see. What do you think about this one? Do you think it's a good entry? Oh, have you gone in? If you've gone in, try not to enter on a bearish candle, wait for support to form. Yeah, but this area here, this zone should hold with new support forming before it continues back up. Yeah, but I hope you're not in yet. So 15, yeah, the 15 minutes continuing. Right, Russ, yeah, so just wait for new support, yeah?
Just got 10 pips, stops at break even,
Yep.
and I'm happy for today.
Yeah.
Was you in?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't, because on this 15-minute close, right? So I didn't like that the 1 hour was still bullish at that point in time, because I've gotten chopped around too many times, so I didn't enter. Yeah,
I entered just before the 1 hour was going to get bearish at under 33, 740. Yeah.
Okay.
That was my entry.
Yeah. Let's look left.
I got runner until I hope is going to 133, 138. Hopefully. For the runner.
Yeah, so I think 133. Yeah, I think 133 shouldn't be an issue. If GJ breaks, bye bye. 133, here we come.
Yeah, this push down from 140 was crazy.
Yep.
Like it took us like over 2 months to reach 140, and then like in like 2 weeks, we came back to 133. Yeah.
Yeah. GJ gives no hoots. If he wants to go, he goes. Doesn't care. Yeah, so this is gonna be a 20 pip stop. If you want to take it on the close later. Oops. Let's see. Oh, it's blocking all the words. Okay, never mind. Okay, whoever wants to join Zoom, links are in the Discord. If you can find the Discord, you can come in. That's the gate. If 4 hours clean to the left, you take entry on 30 minutes, but 30 minutes shows up on the left, so what should your target be? The 30-minute zone as you entered on, or 30 or 4? Oh, boy, I don't get the question. What pair, GJ? Where is clean? Okay, so if I look, I think you might be talking about this. So if I look at it, right, where price is on the 4 hour, here, if this 30 closes below this wicks, and we just base it on the 4 hour clean candles, right, this area at 133,400, which I have marked out as a 1 hour zone, it should not be a problem for price to break and continue down to 133. Yeah, let's have a look at the 1 hour. Yeah, I think we see 133 by the end of Raja's stream.
Hello?
Hey, Antimo.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
So on GJ, the 30-minute break of consolidation when London opened,
Yeah.
I got an entry right there.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been struggling with holding my trades for the full move to happen. So I want, yeah, around there, that's where I entered at. But I closed the next, I think it was, yeah, like that candle. I closed like half of that body of that candle.
Okay.
And it kept going. So how should I build confidence in just leaving it open? I can't do it. I've like last week I could have been in the trade still from all the way up top.
Yeah.
I would have been like 500 pips in profit.
Okay.
And it just keeps happening and happening and happening.
Okay, what was your risk that you put on this trade? And what's your normal risk?
I entered it on the 15 minutes. So the 15 minute was, I think it was 10 pips, 10, 15 pips.
What risk do you take based on your account size? Like a 1 or 2% or larger than that?
Oh no, I only risk 1%.
Okay, so that is a normal risk for you, right?
Yeah. I don't go above 2%.
Okay, so you exited somewhere around this area here, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right there, exactly.
Yeah, so that was about as confident as you could get the trade, right?
Exactly.
So if you look at the 1 hour, so it's the same thing for me. Even though I entered on the 4 hour, I also took most of my profits here because I don't know what happens here. If anything that happens here to me, I take it as it's a bonus. But the way I held onto the trade was I knew that I had already secured some of the profit, so I already pocketed 80% of my trade, right? So the rest of it is risk free. You should just leave it to pay you bonuses, if that makes sense. If you're risk free, you cannot lose on it anymore. You were at break even already, right?
Yeah, I was already at break even once it moved 10 pips, 5 pips. I'm quick with it.
Yeah.
Real quick with it.
Correct. So once you just, I think you need to just keep reminding yourself that when you're risk free, you cannot lose anymore. So you really just need to let GJ do its thing. Because if you're wondering like, oh, so where else can I go after this? Because right now, if you just stare at the 30-minute chart, right, all you see is this and nothing else, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Correct. So just keep going up the time frames. So I kept seeing nothing all the way until I went up to the daily, and then I saw like this area here. So you see, this was the wick, right?
That was a wick field.
Correct.
That was what I was targeting. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was the support on the left, where the price actually closed. Then you continue to see like, oh, GJ is actually giving some wicks at the bottom. So price did come to this area. It didn't close there, but it came to this area. So there was a potential for price to push lower. So for your runner, you would want to give it that chance. It's basically a chance. Yeah, but even if it closes you out at break even, it doesn't matter because you already pocketed some.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that help?
It helps.
Yeah,
it
because
helps.
my first question was, did you go too heavy? That's why you're scared. So you didn't go too heavy. You went as per like your normal risk, right? So you should not be scared to leave the runner because you cannot lose. There's no way you can lose anymore, right? If you think about it logically. So just leave it to pay you.
Yeah, it was a 1 to 3.
Yeah, correct. So just leave it to pay you.
Overall, it was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll think about that next time.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
No worries. I had the same issue. I got to a point where profit is profit at the end of the day. Yep. Yeah, so I think when we see big candles like this, it's normal to feel FOMO. The thing is, okay, I wouldn't say that you should be 100% glad with the win, because you always need to try to push yourself to be better, right? And if you can read structure and you know that there is a daily zone coming, and there's nothing in the way stopping or blocking GJ from coming down, right? Then you should try to aim for this area with a small runner. So you don't have to leave like a 50% runner. You can start with like a 5% runner and then slowly work your way up. So as long as you're securing, you really cannot lose. Yeah, so you can try. Yeah, slowly try to push your runners bigger and bigger.
So now GJ, I think, is trying to make resistance on higher time frames. I mean, on 30 minutes or 1 hour.
Yeah.
Because the 15 minutes, it just retested the previous low.
Yeah.
And then went up.
Yeah, and the 1 hour is now still bullish, so I'm not entering.
Yeah. That could be the candle of the resistance, isn't it?
Yes, correct. So if this candle closes bullish, but still below, the next 1 hour candle, I need it to close again below to form that higher time frame resistance to come back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen this happen too. It's gonna fill that wick a little bit, and it's gonna make a lower high, and then it should crash down from there.
Yeah. So for anyone that wants to try to trade to fill this wick, just wait. Don't trade.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah, don't trade the pullback, man.
Too many sellers.
Yes.
Strong.
You're just asking to get stopped here. Don't be greedy, just wait. So yes, Cal, what you see on my chart is what I trade. No indicators. Nothing. Okay, let's see YouTube. Sandra news happened. And GJ got angry. I think you can move stop to break even, take some profit and let it run. Yes, I think he did that. Let's see. I'm not entering short on the close, yeah. There's nothing to enter. Yeah, this was
buyers and sellers are
they're fighting. Yes. They're fighting. And if you look at the candles, okay, so just basic candle reading, right? Big candles, smaller in comparison. And printing side by side. So you don't want to enter when it's like this. You're just gonna get chopped the moment you enter. Yeah, so let's just chill.
Yeah, I like it like this when it makes a consolidation. So that way that, we have an area, a break.
Yep.
Because now you have clean traffic to the top side and you have clean traffic to the downside. So when it does break through that consolidation, it should be a good move.
Mohammed Jaxi, wrong chart. You need to press the camera button. Am I securing profits at 10 pips or 1 hour? So for now, I'm putting my stops at break even on 1 hour, and then I'm only securing when I hit my first zone. So don't follow me if you cannot take, if that's not your trading style, because 1 hour can be quite far. 1 hour is like 20 plus pips for me earlier on my trade. No, Leroy is not Kerwin. Let me see if Kerwin's here. Sometimes Kerwin looks. No, he's not here. Yeah, but he... Who was that? Yeah, he sounded like Kerwin, yes.
Yeah, he was like Antimo.
Yeah,
when I
he
heard
sounded
the voice,
like Kerwin. He's a mini Kerwin.
I went to see the name and
Yeah, me too, me too. I was like, oh, it's Kerwin asking
Baby
me
Kerwin.
to... Baby Kerwin. Does that mean
Kerwin's a beast. He's a monster.
Yeah.
I got a lot of respect for that dude.
Yeah. Does that mean you're gonna be able to trade like Kerwin soon?
Yeah, if I know how to keep my runners alive, then I should.
Yeah. I mean, you're reading
That's the only
structure well.
mistake.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's a
that's the only
mistake. That's the
mistake.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a mistake because, like you said, I
It's-
still win. But
Yes. It's just growth.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Did you just? How long have you been trading?
For a year and like 4 months.
Yeah.
I'm still a baby in the game. Still have years to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Slowly, just slowly start growing the runners. Start with like 5%, 10%, then grow from there. Yeah. One day you'll be holding a 50% runner without any fear.
Yeah, I was thinking about just leaving a 0.01 just to control my emotions.
Yes, that's fine too.
After you said that, I'm gonna start doing it tomorrow or something.
Yeah, I mean, just tweak the numbers until it makes you feel a bit at ease.
Yeah, exactly.
Short on this. Jaxi, I think you might need... Okay, I don't really get the chart. I know it's a 4-hour break of this zone here, but did you enter on the lower time frame? So this does nothing much to explain it. Yeah. Am I in a trade? No. Nothing to trade yet. So we want shorts. The 1 hour is not even bearish. It closed bullish, so no shorts yet. You're not trading EJ Illuminati gang? No. I didn't take anything. I didn't take anything yet. Four-hour break and retest. Oh. Okay. Break and retest with the wick. I would prefer retest with bodies forming, like how I trade GJ. It has to break with, so like for example, if it breaks with a 4-hour candle, right? Like example like this, breaks with a 4-hour candle. So in this case, 4-hour candle broke the 134 daily zone, right? So I'll just then go to like a 15 or 30 minute chart and then just wait for new resistance. So if that was the thing that you traded, I need to see the lower time frame chart, not the 4-hour. Wasn't the move news induced? Can we expect a correction? Sandra, so I think for this one, right, if we look at the daily, it closed below all those previous support and below the daily zone at 135.5 that we had from the whole of last week. So this strong close through, I don't think it should correct, especially with all the bearish news coming out from the UK. So if we look at the weekly, this candle now is trying to close below the next daily zone. So I actually see it coming down all the way to 132 at least for the end of the week. This is how much? Yeah, that's about 200 pips. Big bearish push. Price was still quick to an entry based on the 15 supported. Right, nice. Runner looking to target 1344. Yeah. See, so Wayne, if that's your name, or Antimo. So you see, if you manage to catch like this move here, right? So you don't have issues with entries anymore. So at least you got one problem sorted. Yeah, now it's just trade management. What's my minimum risk reward? So Cal, if you type things privately to me, FYI, everyone can see technically, because I'm displaying the screen, okay? My minimum risk reward, usually I try to take at least, I need my trades to at least have 1.5 R. But if it's less than that, sometimes 1 R if, depending on the time, sometimes I do take it, sometimes, but with lesser risk. Morning, Kelly. Oh, what's this? What do you think about these 5-minute setups of fast-paced movement? Are this profitable in long term? Yeah, so okay. My thoughts on entering short on a shorter time frame, right, is firstly, I think you know that shorter time frame structures don't really hold. That's why you were very quick to push your trade into break even. And then you would miss the rest of the trade. So to me, I would rather wait for a stronger, higher time frame move, and then I catch the bigger move. Because usually what I see from a lot of the charts that you guys send to me, right, when you take the entries off the 5 minutes, I think at the back of your mind you're anxious because you think that the structure will not hold. That's why either you push the trade to break even really quickly or your stops are too tight. So I would rather just wait. I get that there's a lot of volume, but if you really went in with the thinking that with strong volume price should push, then you shouldn't really. But actually technically I don't see why your trade will get stopped though if you pushed it to break even. Yeah, so if you want to push it to break even, it's not a problem, but you really need to leave your runners. But it's definitely high risk, so maybe I don't think it's really profitable because you would end up paying more commissions, right, each time you take a trade. Ah, okay, big plus spread, yeah. Then it would get you. It's always like that on the lower time frame because everything is so tight. So sometimes you can't avoid it. Yeah. But the thing about strong moves like this, if you enter on the 5, right, how would you know that it would continue? That's also like sometimes what I ask myself, especially if you entered and then you were near the bottom of this area. I think you would be worried that it does not continue down and it bounces. The thing is that same candle repeating in 15, like now it's happening. We know it's resting and no one. Yeah, but either way, because you're trading. Okay, I don't know how long you trade for Ribeiro, like how long's your own personal trading session, but for me, if I came into the charts and I missed this, I would just wait for some kind of resistance, proper resistance to form. So that being said, either the 30 or the 15 to form properly, and then I would just take the rest of the trade down. So there's still moves to be made because we're early in the session. I think you should be trading till New York, right? At least the New York Open anyway. Okay, be right back. Yes, I caught sales earlier during London on a 4-hour. Yes, I caught sales earlier. London on a 4-hour. Looking to fill this candle with close bearish, take more buys. Okay, I think it's a typo. 45 pips to fill daily candle. Fill this candle, close bearish, take more. Who was it? D, where did you get this daily candle? Was because I see this only this week here. It's like 17. So Gem, do you want to send a chart on GCAT? Yeah, those that missed the big move on GJ. So if we look at how this 30-minute is forming, right? So if we look at how this 30-minute is forming off this zone that I drew up earlier, so this is a minor zone. So if it closes lower, I see this 133,400 1 hour zone breaking, and then we should be able to come down to 133. Yeah, but I'm going to see how this 30-minute closes first. It's still early. Unless you want to risk and take this 15-minute close in 2 minutes with your stop loss above. I don't like it because where's my ruler? Because the risk reward is off. So this is a 25 pip stop for 25, so not for me. Ideally, I want this support here to be broken, so that should come from the cleaner move would be seen on the 30-minute. Chris, is that happening now? Let's see. So is it the Parliament YouTube page again? Ooh, BBC. Okay, okay. Yeah, over the weekend I think the guys were saying there was a lot of negative COVID news. So pound should continue dropping. I see it coming down, down, down for this week. Just based on the higher time frame structure. Once this candle closes bearish today, right? I think there's a very high chance we'll come down to 132. Yeah. Wolver, I don't think it's the bottom. And I don't really like to call bottoms on trades. Tyree, I don't know if a setup forms, then I'll take it. If not, then I won't. I'm not in any trades now. How many hours do I trade? 5 AM till London close. 5 AM Eastern till London close. So that's like 7 hours. DJ15 entered as price broke below. Okay. In traffic to the left. Yeah, looks good. This is the idea that I was waiting for. It's just that earlier on the 15, Deepak, I think you took it based on this 15, right? Closing, forming resistance. I just didn't like it because the 1 hour then was forming bullish, so I didn't take it. How many days you see GJ move 170? A lot actually. I don't like to think about where it's gonna stop. I just see what I can trade. If it forms, then I'll take it with the if the risk reward matches. Yeah. If it doesn't match my risk reward, then I just won't take the trade. But I don't think I want to call a bottom.
Yeah, it's just ranging right now.
Yeah. It's ranging also because there's no volume now. That's about it. It's not that it reached the bottom. I don't think so anyway. I mean, if I'm wrong, then okay. But I just don't like to call bottoms on trades. It's like calling a bottom with gold. How do you know where it's gonna stop? Or calling a top with... So imagine, if we came into the charts, right? On like whatever this day was. And then GJ rallied and pushed for like 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, like big giant candles. And then we say, oh, it's at the top. And then look, it just continues going again. So GJ really doesn't care for us. It just continues going. I mean, yes, the probability might be a bit lower, so just manage your risk accordingly. If your risk reward doesn't match up to wherever you have your zones, then just don't take it. But not because you think it's at the bottom, I think. It's more about where your zones and structure is. Yeah, that's just my point of view. Because I've realized like a few of the mentees that I teach, when they fear that the market has reached a low, then they don't take trades even though it matches up with their criteria, and a lot of them only want 10 pips. So it's not that difficult to squeeze 10 pips from GJ. That's my point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you cap yourself, then you miss out on 10 pips, even though everything else fit. If you get what I mean, over.
So yeah, I'm thinking if price closes below 700, like actually close, like on a 30-minute time frame close below there, it should go down too.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for this close as well. Yeah, see, Jiro agrees with you, AJ. Yeah, it's really, but as long as it closes below the support, right? That's what I'm looking for. So I want to close below this. Then we should be good to come down. Morning, Chris.
Good morning.
What I mean is sell for today is over. Bottom of the day. Okay. The rejection wicks is my concern. Yeah. So I think, so if we want to see why GJ is rejecting at this area, then I guess we have to look for our answers. So if we go left, so the reason why it's rejecting, if we look at the higher time frame, it's just wick. It's just previous sensitive areas where price just had some issues with. So we just need volume to push it through. Yeah. All we need is volume, which might come later. If not, let's have a look at EJ. I know some of you are in. So William, it's approaching that 1 hour zone, so you might want to check your structure as well. So on GU, let's see. Yeah, GU is just consolidating like GJ. So it's exact same structure. If you look at GU and GJ together, right? Let's see. Rock God, try to restart like the MT5 terminal. Sometime that solves it. Yeah, exact same structure. Look at GJ and GU, they're doing the exact same thing, they're just consolidating. So let's just chill. There'll be moves later. Yeah. Seen it too many times on GJ, we just gotta wait.
If you look the 4 hour on GJ,
yep,
looks like it did the top wick.
Yep. rejecting the daily zone.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
drive it down to 133. So
yep.
With Raja, we might catch that move.
Yes, I think so too. Raja might be already waiting for a trade like this.
He'll probably come on and be like, I'm already in a trade.
I won't be surprised if Raja took this.
Yeah.
Yes, I won't. I really won't be surprised because this is a 20 pip range. It's so his style, and his range 20 pips is like the space that he needs. So I won't be surprised if he took this, if he's awake. Let's see. No, he's not up yet. Okay, guys, those who have magic keys, it says if your thing says my trade is disabled when you hit open trade, what in the world does that mean? I've never encountered that problem. Do you have like the little green magic keys logo on the side, top right? If not, then just reinstall the entire thing. I think you might have installed it wrong. He's up.
How do you know?
Yeah, how did you know? Oh, yeah, Rob, do you have the smiley face? If you have the smiley face, okay, so sometimes if magic keys like doesn't really work, I restart my whole computer. Sometimes it's a bit funny. So is Raja up in profits or is Raja awake? Oh, GJ is still chopping. Doesn't want to come down.
Yeah, it's rejecting that area.
Yeah. It's those wicks on the left that it's having an issue with. So on the 4 hour, it's really just this wicks. Because like I said earlier, right? On the daily, this whole area here, where is it? This whole area here on the left, it's just wicky. So, and this up to this area here, it's wicky. Wow, Joe.
Stalker status.
Stalker. Why are you stalking his online status? Oh, Ronin, hello. Okay. It's Raja time. Has he posted?
Still got 4 minutes till 1:30 or 6:30 their time.
Some people are asking about buys. I mean, if you want to buy, I guess go ahead. It's just not for me. If you really want to buy, just buy above 134, right? But don't buy into 134. That's all I'm saying. It's like 2 big 1 hour candles and then one 1 hour candle closing bullish, and then you guys want to buy? No, because this 1 hour candle was so weak in comparison to this big candle, so no. If this bullish candle closed like more than half, then yes, I would say buy it, and I've said it before, but no, this is such a weak close.
Leg is in a buy right now.
Why? I hope no one's in a buy. Yeah. Please don't buy. Not yet. Try telling Raja you wanna buy. See what he says. I'm gonna get roasted.
I mean, we're pretty much looking for a break above that wick, right? Like right at what,
Yeah.
134 or 99 or something.
Yeah. Cleaner buys will be above, basically above the wick, above the daily zone. Yeah, if you guys wanna buy, there needs to be a close above this zone. Nothing has closed above. It didn't form
And
support.
even then,
Yeah.
even then, I would be careful because it might wick back down and stop
Yep.
you out depending on what you're looking like.
Yep. Mashat, yes, I see the 1 hour support, but I don't trust this candle enough to be a strong enough signal to buy. If this candle closed above the zone, then yes, by all means buy it. But it didn't even close above the zone. That's why I don't think it's a buy yet. It doesn't mean that support forms equals buy. You need to see how the candle closes as well. Yeah.
Alright, Raja's on.
Alright guys, I will see you on part 2 later after his stream. See you everyone.